I hope that everyone had a beneficial Bible class this evening. I have the opportunity now to stand before you to open up an invitation to you, whether it be the fact that you are not yet a child of God, whether it be the fact that you have something that's amiss in your life that you might need to be corrected publicly. You might have a public sin that needs to be corrected. Thinking about Romans chapter 6, verses 3 and 4, it says this: "Know ye not that as so many of you as were baptized into his death?" Talking about Jesus. "Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Christ was raised up by the glory of the Father, even so we should also walk in newness of life." That is what we are seeking after, that newness of life, being a perfect individual. This evening in Bible class we talked about Hebrews chapter 5, verses 8 and 9, talking about Jesus becoming obedient, humbling himself, being obedient to God the Father, suffering the death that he went through to be made perfect so that he could be the author of eternal salvation. That means to me that Jesus, because he belittled himself, made himself a mortal individual, came to this earth, was obedient to God the Father, and he died the death that he did. Because of that, he is the author of eternal salvation. He tells me that I have the capability of becoming a saved individual. Right here in Romans chapter 6, verses 3 through 4 tells us that when I am baptized into Jesus' death. And at Jesus' death, I am come in contact with the cleansing blood that Jesus willingly shed for me. And because I contact that blood, I am able to arise just like Jesus arose, and I'm able to walk in newness of life. So this evening, if you are not yet a child of God, understand that you do not have that newness of life yet. That is what God commands for us to do by becoming a Christian. By the time that we become a Christian, we contact that cleansing blood. We are able to walk in that newness of life. We are able to become a child of God with our heads held high, understanding that we have eternal life waiting for us after this life. So if you are not yet a child of God and you have the desire to do so, we would ask that you would come forward this evening as together we stand and as we